So we're at the Mark of the Beast. One of the benefits to the New World Order.
One of the benefits.
One of their goals. Yeah, not a benefit to anyone. China pretty much already does it, right? In China, when you walk onto a subway, it kind of like takes a reading of their face and shows their name, their status.
China?
Pretty much, right?
Well, they have something already advanced behind that. They got your ID, your vaccine status, your passport, so you can travel or not, your behavior status.
Like good boy, bad boy.
Yeah.
Like troublemaker. They probably know.
That's what they want to
more
do
than
here.
that.
That's what they want to do here.
It's going to be times 10 because they're going to know everything
So
you've ever looked up on the
they
internet.
have, I'm trying to think if it was over 1 million people in China that are not allowed to fly the airplane because they have bad behavior. Not up to the standards.
1 million people in China right now are just decided, hey, you can't fly.
It's
So
not a
like
lot
they have an
considering-
owner, like a daddy.
Yeah, but it's not a lot considering they got 1 billion people over there. No. Wow.
Not a lot yet, but they're already scared sheeple. No offense, I love Chinese people, culture, blah, 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 but I don't like your freaking government.
Oh, you don't?
I don't like
You don't want to
anyone.
wear a mask? That's normal?
No.
Oh.
I don't even think they're doing the COVID thing there or the vaccines. I think that's like an American trick.
Could be.
I'm not sure, but I heard it like,
Those pictures were just phony?
oh, they are vaccinating over there too?
No, I don't know.
I mean, they wear masks in Asia.
Maybe they don't. Maybe that's all baloney. Maybe they just show us those pictures. I don't know. I haven't been
Oh,
to
to
China.
sell COVID. Yeah, but I mean,
haven't been to China.
I don't think they're locking, because once we adopted the scare tactics, it seemed like, from what I heard, they just opened everything back up. We're like, oh, okay, our part is done. I'm spreading
their main part
internet rumors.
was to get Trump out.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that was the goal anyway. They got Trump out. Let's make life seem back to normal. Get back on the vaccines. Everybody, he's supposed to take 70%. His goal of Biden is to get 70% of America vaccinated.
By his goal, we mean
That's
someone
his
else's goal. Because he's just a senile, demented old man.
The third are not going to get vaccinated.
Okay.
You see, a third, 33%.
Oh, so 70 is a stretch, but really it's going to end up 66?
Well, they just rounded it to 70. But it happens to be a third. See, 2/3 are going to get the vaccination. A third is not. That doesn't matter. They just want to get the 70%. They consider it a success.
I've been hearing the 70% go a lot.
Yeah, it's under herd immunity.
Yeah.
Herd immunity.
Well, herd immunities was a good thing. I mean, it was
Good thing.
Well, being part of a herd is not a good thing if you don't know who you are and you're special. If you think that like a leader, quote unquote, or even a teacher or official or someone with a shiny tin badge, if you think that they're better than you or higher above you, you're off, because we're all God-given individuals with human rights. We're all equal, no matter what you look like, smell like, tall, short. And that's the mentality we should all approach every person with. Once you start thinking like you're the boss, or that's my boss, or I am in charge of all you little people, that's where you take a wrong turn with me personally. I don't have any respect for that.
Well, herd immunity, it's 66%, everything's in a third, biblically.
Okay.
So you got the Masons that were 33rd degrees, and then the Illuminati is the same principle. You got a third that are chosen, because a third of the angels were thrown out of heaven because they were disobedient. So these are the ones that have the enlightenment.
They were imposters, or they just couldn't keep
No,
up
they
with
wanted to. They were prideful, so they were cast out. They thought they could serve better.
They weren't cut out for it.
Right. So, well, no, they chose to be their own gods. They didn't want to worship
Okay.
Jesus and the Father. So they were cast out. So a third of them, which happens to be 33%, is a third. So these are the ones that are enlightened. They taught man. See, they taught man because that's what the Masons believed, that these are the ones that taught man between good and bad. You're bound to be like God, knowing good and bad. That's what it says in the Bible.
The Mason belief or the...
Yeah, the Masons, all of them. They all
Is this a
believe the
sinister
same
belief? Or
This is in the Bible.
Is this a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, it sounds good.
So, okay, sounds good on...
You'll be bound to know good and bad. You're bound to be like God. That wasn't a lie. When he said, don't eat of the fruit, did God really say? He says, did God really say you can't eat of every tree?
That's
what he asked. No, that's what Lucifer asked Eve. Did he really say that? Because by the time you eat the tree, you'll be bound to be like God. You'll know good and bad. It wasn't a lie. He told the truth.
Because Adam and Eve, all they knew was good, and that's all they needed.
Right. He goes,
they lived in a pure world.
Did he really say? It was a question. It wasn't a lie. He goes, did he really say that you can't eat from every tree? It wasn't a lie. Was it a lie when he says, if you eat of the tree, you'll be bound to be like God. You'll know good and bad. Was that a lie? No, it wasn't a lie.
God knew good and bad at that point?
It's true. It's true. That wasn't a lie.
But at that point...
Then he says, if you eat of the truth, you positively will not die. That was the lie.
That was a lie. He lied.
So he put two truths. Then he slid the lie in. And humans are dumb. They're going to think that it's all true. That's why you put a truth, you put a lie, you put a truth. And people will believe it. Because they're dumb. The sheep are dumb. Humans are stupid.
Yeah, I mean, you only know what you know. So if no one tells you there's milk inside of a coconut, you don't know what's in there until you're taught, or whatever the case. So
they believe that they won't die. They'll be bound to be like God, knowing good and bad, which is true. So Lucifer took that quote and he ran with it, and that's why all these other occultic religions, Masons, the Illuminati, whatever you want to call it, they're all just divisions of the same thing. They took that
the New World Order, the Freemasons, the Illuminati,
and they ran with it. But all those people, they copied it from the Egyptian religion.
The Egyptians worship Satan?
The Egyptians.
Or they were in touch with demons?
All these people were all copying the Egyptian mysticism. That's where they got all this.
But we don't really know what the Egyptians were worshiping. It is so far back. Or?
Yeah, they did the eye, which is Ra. All those ancient Egyptian deities were all principality fallen angels. And they have a group of angels underneath them. And they worship the higher elite fallen angels. That's what they worship. Like that cookie from the Catholic Church. The wafer.
Did you eat the communion?
It has IHS. You know what that stands for?
No.
It stands for Iris, Horus, and Seth. Those are demons. Fallen angels.
Why do they have you eat it?
So you eat it, it's a death wafer. They call it in the demonic realm the death wafer.
Why are they eating it at church?
It's a fake church.
I see. Okay.
It's not a real church. Most of the people, they're naive. They're naive to it. There's some good people in the Catholic Church, but they're going to get out of it. The good ones are getting out of it. Just like the Jehovah's Witnesses. They're good people. And that's why the Jehovah's Witnesses are falling apart. They shut it down. They don't preach no more. They're collapsing.
I noticed they took to the COVID thing too. Like,
they ate it.
They didn't
drank
fight
the Kool-Aid.
back.
They drank it. They're doing COVID testing and shots inside the Kingdom Hall parking lots.
So as pure as like they are.
Yeah, it's a division of the Masonic.
They were too sheltered. Like they closed the door so much it hurt them.
Exactly.
It's good to be closed in, but it's not good. You don't want to be as deluded as me. I'm a conspiracy theorist.
Blind.
Yeah, they were too blind. Because, I mean, I started seeing the Jehovah's wearing the mask, and then all of a sudden, they just stopped coming around to the house.
They're not allowed to.
And I got a handwritten letter the other day, like, hey.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Really?
Let me say, like, I don't think Jehovah's Witnesses have bad intentions.
No, they don't.
I don't know a lot about
most of them are
but,
very good people.
Yeah.
They're just misled.
But I got a handwritten letter saying, like, hi, we're the Jehovah's Witnesses. We're so sorry because of COVID, and we need to stay safe. It sounded like a letter from a freaking lefty who works for, like, the school board. It's like, because we need to stay safe, we can't come door to door, but we invite you to please come and have our virtual greetings at,
JW.org.
Yeah, jw.org, and we can tell you more about it, and please, this and that. It was handwritten. Like, I felt bad that they wrote this letter by hand, but whatever makes them happy serving their God. But unfortunately, they drank that Kool-Aid.
You're telling me?
Yeah, I'm agreeing. Like, I'm coming to this conclusion now. Right?
My brother and my father's drinking the Kool-Aid, right?
What do you mean? They're Jehovah's? Or? Oh, I didn't know that. I'm sorry to insult you.
No, it's okay. I brought them into it.
You brought them into
I brought them into the
JW?
cult.
To the cult?
I brought them in.
Are you Jehovah's?
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
Used to be.
oh, I didn't know that.
I brought them in there.
When were you into this?
And I got out, and they're still in.
Oh man, when were you into it?
Oh, that was a long time ago.
Like high school or like
Yeah.
young adult, or what are you thinking?
Yeah.
Before you moved to Florida or before?
No? Yeah, before.
Before you moved to Florence?
Yeah.
Florence, Italy? Before you were in Florence?
So I know exactly what it is, but there's still in it. They're drinking the Kool-Aid heavily. That fruit punch is really concentrated.
Dang. What kind of stuff? Well, I guess should we talk about Jehovah's or what they're learning and what they do, or is it not really the issue in front of us at the moment? What do you think?
No, that's not the issue in front of us.
Okay.
But we're gonna go to that.
Okay.
On another episode, we'll go to that.
Okay, we're gonna
I think we can go
delve into what's to know about.
That's what we have to put on the header,
Okay.
because that's a thing for them.
Part 2, we're gonna delve into some Jehovah's stuff a little bit. Oh. All right, so where we're at? We're at Kool-Aid drinking.
Oh, there's a whole.
Oh man,
there's a whole list.
Let me tell you
There's a
this.
whole list. We can go on for days.
Oh, yeah, we got a list.
There's a whole list. You can go on for days, and it doesn't even matter.
Do you want this
can
downloadable?
stop and you can do it for days, dude. It's nonstop.
Man.
You can talk about for days on just what's on that piece of paper.
This
That's
paper
it.
is loaded with information my friend here's picked up.
No, I didn't pick it up. I wrote down what I thought and I made it. But it's almost already outdated. With this new COVID's coming now, it's almost outdated because now I'm talking about vaccines and there's already 4 more vaccines, 4 more pandemics on their way.
People are dying.
This is already
after taking
outdated.
these vaccines.
This is already outdated.
Yeah.
I mean, things change by the week, by the
We
month.
still got chip. Do I still have? I think the camera cut off.
Sure did.
I think it ran out of space.
Yeah, I'm sure it did, bro. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to hear that.
No, I probably just ran out of memory.
I doubt it.